Oh man, this thing is a real game changer. Basic here, we're looking at the rear shock upgrade on our budget bike. To be fair, I'm not sure I can call this a true budget upgrade. It was the cheapest name brand rear shock I could find. However, given the bike was about $250 and this shock is about $120, yeah, the shock cost about half as much as the entire bike did. But it does bring this bike to a whole new level. And I don't mean it makes the bike more comfortable. If I want to be comfortable, I'm going to go sit on the couch. What this shock does is it gives me the confidence to push this bike way harder than I ever even dreamed of with that old metal shock. And the main reason for that is the rebound. I complained about the rebound of that metal spring in my other video, and this air shock completely solves that problem. So check out these routes coming up. Going over these routes with any reasonable amount of speed with that metal spring, even if you wedge yourself between the pedals, it would still just try and launch you off the bike. And maybe that's an issue with me and how I ride, I don't know. But having this air shock, which eats up those big hits, it allows me to take more aggressive lines, maybe be a little more careless with my line choice. So if you're new to biking, having a bike that's going to be forgiving and let you learn and let you try new things without punishing you by literally launching you off the bike is really helpful for your learning. Another big perk of this soft suspension is climbing. So this hill is much steeper than it looks, and it's got all kinds of rocks in it. And the way that mountain bikers tend to climb is with fast, punchy pedal strokes. Those fast, punchy strokes can sometimes kick that rear tire loose, and I'm sure you've experienced this before. If you lose traction when climbing, your climb is done and you're walking the rest of the way up. However, with a soft suspension, that hard pedal stroke, some of the energy will go into compressing the suspension, and it gives that rear tire a better chance to grip and grab and keep you moving. The downside is some of your energy is going into compressing the suspension instead of turning the wheel. So if you look here, you can kind of see the suspension will bob up and down in sync with the pedaling. What that means is every time I pedal, some bit of energy goes into that suspension compressing instead of turning the rear wheel. So I do lose some power, some speed, whatever, but I'm gaining a lot of traction. And to me, I would make that trade without a second thought. Traction to me means I can push the bike harder, faster, and have more fun. If I'm a little more tired at the end of my ride, that's okay. I don't mind. I do want to call out one thing while I have this camera view. And for the new riders who might not be particularly aware of pedal placement or pedal awareness, and that means knowing how far your pedals go down and keeping track of where your feet are compared to obstacles that are around you. So I'm going to slow down the clip in a sec and keep an eye on the left side of the screen. There is a log which I time my pedal stroke such that I go over that log with my foot right now. If you weren't paying attention and weren't keeping, a note of where your feet are, you could break a toe like that pretty easily. Anyway, in the next video, something on this bike did unfortunately break. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But until then, thanks for watching and have a great day.